time, man. I'm giving you time. What it do? What up? What up? What up? All right, welcome to another episode of Freeforall Friday, the CM show. Just doing things a little bit differently. All right, I'm waiting on my co-host. Y'all know about this Atlanta traffic. If y'all didn't know, we're based out of Atlanta, so it's a Friday. It's been rough. Co-host, she's running a little bit behind schedule. It's like, hey, if it can happen, it can happen. But as they say, the show goes on. As y'all can see, I'm doing things. I got a little bit of different setup. Kind of playing with it a little bit today, and I kind of like it. In fact, last week I was talking about this. Let me see if them things are working. Let's do that right there. Come on with it. What it do? Boy, I tell you what. You know what? You know how I do about us dudes. It don't take much to impress us, right? I love it. Anyway, what up, Lorenzo? Thank you for joining the conversation, my friend. Darius, my boy, thank you. Yo, Darius, man, when you do me a favor, drop your IG information. That dude right there is a hell of a designer as far as clothing and whatnot. Good stuff right there. Drop your IG, drop your links so that people can get in touch with you. Also, for everybody else in the chat, man, thank y'all for joining the conversation tonight. I'm not too crazy about how that looks. I'm going to change that up a little bit. Let me do it like this, and then, yeah, we're going to do that because I don't like how that looks. That looks a little, that looks a little cheesy right there, y'all. Let me try that again. All right, I like that. Looks better to me. That's a little bit cleaner right there. I'm sorry, just playing with some stuff. My bad. Anyway, as I said, while we're waiting on the co-host to join the show, let's go over a few things. You know how we do. We got to do some housekeeping. We got to talk about some stuff. Got to, let y'all know. First things first. A little bit of a warning. Y'all already know that this is an adult show. that. In fact, what scent am I using today? Yeah, you know what? Coconut mango. That's what we're going to be rocking today. Let's see. My bad. Normally I have this thing lit up. Anyway, y'all, let's get into it. Topic number 1. All right. Now, Cam's queen. All right, y'all. Cam Newton, his lady, what is her name? Her name is Jasmin Brown, excuse me. So she's been, she had an interview. In fact, let's listen to what she has to say, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, that's kind of silly. All right.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how are you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cook. I love seeing him sleep easy every night, like clockwork. I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest. You know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting from all that you're giving? What are you asking for in return?
Okay. Well, hold on a second. Let me bring Mel in. Mel, where are you there, ma'am? Your camera just went out on me. Anyway, so, all right. I saw what you just said there, Lorenzo. You said, you call it Cam sub, man. You silly with it. All right. Here's the thing, man. Mel, first of all, thank you for joining. I was just telling them that, man, you were stuck in some of that Atlanta traffic. But as always, you are an Aries. That means you come through. And I appreciate that about you. We don't quit. We don't stop. Here you are. But anyway, all right. Y'all heard that. Here's what I got to say about this. But hey, before we get started, another thing we're going to do, there's going to be a timer on this one. So here we go. All right. Let the bell ring. Personally, I like what she had to say about submission. I get it that, you know, submission or to submit to a man or for a woman to submit to a man in this day and age is a 4-letter word. It's a cuss word. You might as well tell her to go do some kind of weird fellatio to a farm animal in order to get, to get a lot of women to submit. Y'all, speaking for my dudes and a lot of dudes that I talk to, Mel, you probably, I definitely want to hear what your take is on this. But when it comes to submitting to a man, a lot of women, for whatever reason, ain't trying to hear that. And y'all just don't understand. Women, ladies, I'm looking at y'all. There is nothing sexier than a submissive, feminine woman. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not trying to be like, what was that movie, Eddie Murphy Coming to America, where he was like, bark like a big dog. Ain't nobody want none of that nonsense. Nobody wants a woman, a yes woman. But what we do want, everything ain't got to be a goddamn fight. Hey, what's for dinner? What you want? I mean, it's like everything doesn't have to be a fight. It ain't that serious. So all she's saying is, hey, I take care of him, man. And then on top of that, she says she gets pleasure from it. So I'm just saying, Mel, let me know. What do you think of this? I see that look on your face. Go ahead. Melanie? Uh-oh. Can she hear me? Uh-oh. Mel. Man, that was I can hear you now. I got you. I can hear you. I can hear you. All right, let's do this. I can hear you, but all I'm saying is, all right, is your you got it. There we go. Okay, you can hear me now. All right, now tell me what's your opinion of this. I definitely want to hear what you got to say on this one. What the hell is going? I got you. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what. Here's what we can do. It's not a big deal. We're gonna let it play again because I want you to hear this, y'all. Hey, as we said, hey, you go to war with the army you got. Let's do this. Studio mode. Close the split. Are you serious, telemarketer? All right, we're gonna play this again, Mel. Let me know if you can hear it.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
Like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how are you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting from all that you're giving? What are you asking for in return?
When we get big, we ain't got to worry about this no more. Yeah, no. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, I see Lorenzo over there. Hey, hey. You, you, uh, yes. Are you sure? Are you sure? think he be trying to block me. That's what I think. Just saying, I don't think he be ready for what I be wanting to say. That's what it is. So, I never saw this interview until just now. So basically, gathering from what she's saying is she loves to love. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a difference between being submissive and what she's talking about. I mean, it's totally different. But I think the way she loves on somebody is just her, she does it on a scale of a 10, you know what I'm saying? So she wants. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. But what that tells me is that she pays attention to her man. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to pay attention to him, and he's showing you things that he likes, what he doesn't like, and you take that in. That means that you appreciate him. So when you appreciate, that's when you get the better part of the relationship. When you start to just not want to do what the other person's likes or dislikes are, that's where the problems start. So she just loves to love and she wants to make sure that it's easy. So I don't think it really has anything to do with submission. And I don't know why she's talking about packing his food and packing his bag. That's just the type of woman that she is. She just wants to cater. That's what it is. It's catering. So I mean, I do the same thing. So if I want to make sure that my husband is good, I pack his bag. I make sure, what I'm saying, he has his lunch, whatever it is, when he goes out. It's just different and wanting to make sure that your better half is, what I'm saying, loving the relationship just as much as you are. So I'm for it. I,
There we go. So okay, so why is it that a lot of women today are like submitting is such a difficult thing? Why is that? I mean, if it's a default position for women like you, why is it so difficult for a lot of women nowadays?
honestly, I think it's the word.
That's
It's
my.
I,
But why is it such a difficult word?
I mean, because it has so much power behind it. It sounds like you're making me do something or you're wanting me to do something. Or I think it's more of the power of the word.
Man, oh, you know what?
But
I've heard women say that, and okay, all right. I mean, hey, I
I mean, think about it. When you go to work, you have a boss, right? So the boss is supposed to kind of like tell you what to do, keep you in line, kind of lead you, whatever. And they have a certain title. So when you're at work, that's the boss. So when you say submissive, is like, it's like a little restraint there. You know what I'm saying? So I think just people need to use the word just differently. I mean, it's there. Some women like to do it, some women don't. Some are independent, some aren't. So I think it's the word. It puts too much pressure on it.
but you
It
know what? You know what? I think that the difference is for us dudes is that we know what it means to submit, and therefore, because we've always had to submit to some kind of authority, be it a coach, be it if you're in the military, you had there's always a hierarchy. But it seems like I don't know. All right, but you know what? Hey, we're gonna talk about
so
that,
is the
huh?
women to do what you want them to do? Is that what it is? Or do you want them to give you the attention and what I'm saying, kind of tend more into you to who you are, to kind of treat you the way you want to be treated? Like, what is it? Do you want to tell them like this is what I want? Or do you want it to come naturally?
Not really like that, but okay, Mark.
Oh,
All right.
fair enough.
Well, you know what? We're going to table that for right now, and we are going to get into topic number 2, which is Method Man's maturity. All right. Now, Method Man, he was just recently on, and I forget the name of the podcast that he was on, and Anyway, you know what? Let's let the video play, and then you and I can talk about it. Let me know if you hear everything all right, Mel, and then we'll take it from there. All right?
All right.
Just came off stage, and where we were sitting at, nothing but VIPs. You know, we had NSYNC up here, Destiny Child right there. Tommy Lee was over here, Pink. And I see the girls. So, you know, I kind of moseyed out of my seat to go over and say what's up to them. Now, this is me still in my low self-esteem era.
METHOD.
But I'm thinking like,
man.
okay, comfort zone here. I'm going to say what's up to the girls. I love them. I'm just going to say hi. I go over to say hi to them. And when I said hi, they didn't even turn around and acknowledge me. Now, my ass in my head, with my low self-esteem, is like, oh, they just shitted on me. When in fact, they didn't even hear me. It was so loud in that motherfucker. And that's the excuse that I'm giving right now. They didn't even fucking hear me. That's what. Afterwards, Rockwilder, he was gonna do the Bootylicious song for him. He comes over. He's talking to him. He's like, oh, y'all know Red and Meth? And they put their hands out to shake. And I kept my hand here and was like, go ahead with that Hollywood shit. To this day, that shit hurt my heart because neither Kelly, Beyonce, or Michelle ever did any fucking thing to me, you know? But me being so miserable, and in that fucking moment, I felt like they wasn't treating me the way I should have been treated. Who am I to think that about these girls? They're here to promote themselves and break records and things of that nature. And it was not about me, it was about Janet fucking Jackson. You know? And to this day, man, like, I don't think I've ever apologized for that. I apologize to Beyonce, I apologize to Kelly Rowland and Michelle. Y'all did not deserve that at all.
All right, y'all. The show goes on all night, everybody. All right. Of all the times for that to happen. Anyway, can y'all hear me out there? For everybody that stuck around long enough while that bullshit just happened. Let me get a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. If this is not some get a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear it. Absolute bullshit. This is not some 1 in the chat if y'all can hear it. Y'all, I know that they say that, you know, pioneers take all the arrows and shit like that. But when I tell you this is some frustrating shit right here, this is some frustrating shit right here. It's like everything is working perfect. We do tests on top of tests on top of tests on top of tests. And god damn it, if it ain't when the show is popping, that's when every damn thing goes wrong. Boy, I tell you what, my cheeks are red as shit. Be glad I got a lot of melanin because, woo! Anyway, while I'm waiting on Mel to rejoin the show, oh boy. All right, so what I was saying was Method Man, right? This dude has done, in fact, it's like, who was it that said that in the chat? Let's see. Yeah, it's like Lorenzo said, Method Man he's just growing up. You know, it's like, yo, when you hit 50, you start reevaluating shit differently. You really do. You know what I'm saying? You heard him talking about, you know, you on your grown man, and that's exactly what Meth is on. But when I saw this clip, one of the things that really resonated with me is that a lot of times, man, you know, it's all about perspective and how you react to somebody, and you think that somebody's dissing you, somebody's treating you like shit, especially in a relationship. It's all about perspective. And a lot of times, you know, you're just like, yo, man, you know, why you talking to me like that? Why are you doing this to me? When in reality, they're not. They're in their own little damn world. But because you react to something a certain way, it can and will make you think that there's more to it than there really is. So I definitely, you know, understand exactly where my man was coming from, in that all of that time, Destiny's Child, you know, Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle, and he's thinking that they were treating him a certain way, but in reality they weren't. Ask yourselves this: how many times was it that somebody that you're in a relationship with, and I'm not just talking about in, an echo from me. Good Lord, man, what the fuck is going on now? Anyway, it's like you think that somebody's saying something about you, or you ever walked into a room and people just stop talking, or they're laughing and you think they're talking about you. It's that kind of situation. So I definitely understand exactly, where he was coming from when it comes to that. All right, next up, y'all, this one right here, man, this one right here, when I saw it, I was like, whoo, okay. You say you hear an echo from me, bro? That's not good. You know what, Darius? You exactly right, my man. You just you really do, man. When I tell you that shit right there, when you get into your own head, and then you start thinking about, turn that off. It's insane. All right. So this one right here, we're gonna do this. All right, so when I saw this, in fact, y'all know how we do. I'm gonna let this let me let this play out for itself, and here we go, because this one,
I don't give a. I'm in Macy's in the back. They got us locked up in the box.
let me turn her down. She is
Stop
here.
interrupting me. I'm in the back of Macy's. This got me locked up because she was stealing in a motherfucking store. Sure did. This stealing, so now they say we stealing. I got to get me. Because I was with her. You can't. I gave you a motherfucker. Look at this. You gonna keep this. I don't care. Oh, this is the that was stealing. This bump. They got us in the back. No, I just got good with my baby daddy. I just got good with him. He been looking for me. You better take my baby from me. Be all right. Be straight. If I go to jail, like I motherfucking said, this got me in the back. I am really in the back at Macy's. In the fucking room in the back, waiting on the fucking authorities to come and pick me up. All right. Because of you. No, this right here. Yes, y'all really in this really. I'm about to this up in here. Because it's my motherfucking baby that you're not, just because you a bump, mama, you ain't gonna take care of your motherfucking. You don't do damage. So that you wasn't picking up, then you ain't have no baby clothes. You ain't have no baby clothes. You ain't have no baby clothes. Hats looking like she's trying to get for the club. You ain't so pathetic. Look at this. And I'm gonna let everybody know. Let everybody know. And you can act like you don't give them. You can act like you don't. And now I'm gonna give them a reason. No, I was not stealing. I was not stealing. But now I'm gonna give them a fucking reason. Me in the fucking jail. I'm about to give them a reason to block me the up. I'm going to give them a reason to lock me the up. I'm telling you to say one more motherfucking thing. I just don't care. I don't care.
That's the funny part to me. Yo, that's the funny part to me. Never go to work on your off day, man. Oh shit. Mel, can you hear me? Mel, can you hear me? I don't know what just happened to your camera, man. Woo! Okay. So, I mean, y'all, there you go, Mel. Man, okay. That was, you know what? That honestly, let's get it going. All right. What I see from that, y'all, is whenever you get caught up with your friends, it's some bullshit. But let me say this. It kind of ties into when I hear people talking about, my baby mama ain't shit or my baby daddy ain't shit. I'm like, they were fine when you were with them, but all of a sudden when shit gets bad, then all of a sudden they ain't shit. The same thing applies to that lady right there. If you knew that woman was a bum broad and all this other nonsense and she ain't doing this why the fuck you hanging with her? Well, I don't understand that. It's like, yo, if you know that. If you know that she's no good for you, then why the hell are you hanging with her? You know what I'm saying? It's like you know that she's nothing, she's not worth it, or however the hell you want to put it. Then why in the world would you want to be doing that with her? So it's like I don't quite for the life of me understand that. It's like, yo, there's so many people in our lives, and it's like, man, why the hell are you with somebody, or why are you friends with somebody that doesn't add anything to your life? There are so many people out there that we're friends with that they're no good. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take for you to get to the point to where, what I'm saying, shit is all going to hell for you to realize, yeah, this ain't the kind of friend that I want. You know what I'm saying? Why would you wait until shit goes all the way loose, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, now I want to, be friends, or now I want to talk shit about that person. It doesn't make any damn sense. No sense at fucking all. It's like you knew that this person wasn't any damn good. You knew that this particular person wasn't shit. So then why is it that all of a sudden she's this and bum that? It makes absolutely no sense. Y'all, when there are people in your life that add no value to your life. In fact, they literally take away from it. If that's the case, you got to let them people go. You got to let them go. All right? Next up, y'all, this is a lost art form. It is a lost freaking art form, okay? And it's like, but again, Cam's Queen, let's talk about this one just a little bit. Let me get this thing popping. Got a lot of stuff going on back here, y'all, so I definitely, let's
But in the
go.
art of submission for me, because I can't speak for everybody, is being joyful about it. That want of, and I think not even just a want, the power of knowing that you have the power to make someone's day better. And that's a choice.
And easier.
Yes, better and easier. That's a choice that you have to make. I always make the choice to do it. I like to give. I like to allow my person to lead. They know, especially like when it translates in the bedroom, I like to feel dominated. You know what I mean? Like, I want a man to be a man. Now, there's times where I might, like,
Y'all, I know we said a little bit before in the first clip when it comes to her, there is nothing sexier than a submissive woman. Now, I know, before Mel, we got some technical difficulties with her connection, but there is nothing sexier than a woman that is submissive to a man. Now, I get it. The counter argument to that, and this is something that a lot of women are saying, and to a certain extent, I agree, that men need to do certain things in order for them to submit to. Now, what I say to that is this. If that's the case, then you don't turn your femininity on and off. It's not like, or better yet, let me put it this way. You don't want a man that's masculine on command, just like a man doesn't want a woman that's submissive on command. I get it. I do believe that there's a lot of feminization of men these days, whereas dudes just ain't the same kind of dudes like they used to be. Maybe I'm just getting older. Maybe that's, back in my day, man. I get it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But what I do know is this. There's something about women I don't think women actually, let me be clear. I don't think a lot of women understand the power that they have when it comes to making us dudes do what they do, because at the end of the day, us dudes are fairly damn simple. You know what they say, sex, sandwich, and sleep, we good to go? That's all it takes. So if everything isn't a damn fight, man, you'd be surprised, you know, the kind of stuff that would happen. Because think about it. When it comes to choosing the place to live, ooh, baby, I want to live in this neighborhood. Okay, guess where we living? In that neighborhood. I want the kids to go to this school, or I want to do this. Let's go to here on vacation. Us dudes are going to be like, okay, cool. If that's what you want, let's go. So on the flip side, why is it that, you know, okay, when a man is asking certain things, it shouldn't be a fight? That's just my opinion. Yay. I'm just saying that's essentially what I think that it really and truly needs to be. All right. Next topic for tonight. Miles Bridges. On the flip side, when we're talking about, you know, submissive, this right here is a whole nother ball of wax, because I believe that this is why a lot of women don't want to, you know, don't submit, because they got to deal with dumb shit like this.
Mama.
What?
Daddy choked mommy.
Daddy choked mommy? Why?
Because he be mean to fight together.
Well, what did you do?
As I smack him and daddy doesn't be nice.
You hit him and told him to be nice?
All right, so I think, let me tread lightly on this one. It's something about putting your hands on a woman, and I know I've done some shit in my day, and, you know, don't take any type of pride or honor in doing so. However, as you grow, as you get older, there comes a certain time that you know, that you have to be able to control your emotions, control yourself. Obviously, this is an alleged situation. We just heard her side of the story, you know, and of course, I'm not here going to be victim blaming or no dumb shit like that, but I'm going to use the word allegedly because, hey, everyone's innocent until proven guilty. But what I will talk about is the fact that there are some men out there that don't, and women, in fact, yeah, some people just don't know how to keep them hands to themselves. And we learned that shit back in kindergarten. We learned it back in grade school. Keep your hands to your fucking self, right? It's not that difficult a concept. Keep your hands to yourself. If you don't like the situation, or if you don't like what's being said, or if you don't like how somebody's behaving, then quite honestly, you need to get the hell up and walk away. Walk the hell away. Leave that situation and get into a more healthy situation. It's not that difficult. And then on top of that, it's in front of the kids. Y'all, that's an even bigger deal, because it's like, bruh, come on now. If that's your son, what is it that what kind of example are you leaving or are you showing for your children? You know what I'm saying? That is just some honest, just some pure D bullshit. Man, I just, anger management, therapy, all of that shit. I keep saying it, when it comes to relationships, you've got to fix your shit before you get into a relationship with somebody, especially if there are kids involved, because at the end of the day, man. All right, next up. You know what? Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. And don't get me wrong. I wait for this comment to pop up. You know, it's what Lorenzo just said. He's got, of course, it's taking forever to come up. This is like absolutely, man, I swear to God, y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy tonight, because every fucking thing's going wrong right about now. But anyway, it's one of those things where it's like, yo, you know that if you have anger management, if you know that you have issues, if you know that, you know what I'm saying, that you have certain things. And then on top of that, y'all, we hear about this shit all the time when it comes to these professional sports, professional leagues, be it the NBA with Miles Bridges, be it the NFL. Y'all remember that video with Ray Rice, a while back and all of that. Don't get me wrong. Shit like that happens every day. But if the league doesn't do something to control it, then that's going to be problematic. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Lorenzo said right here. He has anger management problems. Remember, he had a fan with his mouthpiece at a game. It's like, yo, shit like that. I didn't know that, but if he has a track record of doing certain things, man, come on, man. We got to get that shit under control. Anyway, next up, we are talking about Tiara. What's her name? Tiara. What the hell is this woman's name? Anyway, Tiara, she is in fact, let me let this play, and I'm going to, because I just had a brain fart as to what the hell this woman's last name is. It's like, good Lord. Let me let the video play. Hold on one second, y'all. My bad. What the hell is going on right here? All right. Twerking Tiara. Boom. 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 There we go.
Vote Senator Mack.
Tiara Mack, that's her damn name. I don't know why the hell I was having a freaking brain fart trying to remember what this woman's name is. All right, so y'all saw that video, right? That's all well and good, but this is what really pisses me off a little bit about this. Oh. Okay. What the fuck is going on here? There we go.
Did I know that the internet was going to respond this way? It is 2022 and I'm a black woman. Of course, deep down, not even that deep, I knew that y'all would act this way towards a black queer woman. Y'all are consistent. But sadly, I've been called worse things on the internet than like me upside down twerking. I introduced a comprehensive, age-appropriate, culturally relevant, pleasure-based sexual health curriculum in Rhode Island in 2021 and in 2022. 2021, that bill got almost no traction. No one really said anything about it. Most people were in support. 2022,
what difference does it make what bill? See, that's that bullshit. Anyway,
a lot more attention and a lot more push. Same bill, different reaction. I was called a pedophile and a groomer by hundreds of thousands of people, and I even received a piece of mail to my home. Y'all gotta treat black queer women better, please.
Yo, see, that's that bullshit right there, because this ain't got shit to do with black queer women. It ain't got shit to do with black women in general. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing but her bad fucking behavior. See, that's that bullshit. All right, I'm about to rant right now. Yo, you a grown-ass woman. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your body, your choice, all that good shit. Fine. But if your ass is going to be twerking on a goddamn beach, then fine. But don't come and be like, y'all it's black women and black queer women. That's that bullshit. I'm so fucking sick of that shit. Y'all, I am in no way, shape, manner, or form telling this woman what she can and cannot fucking do, because, as I said, she is a grown-ass adult woman, and she is, by all means, welcome to do whatever she wants. Now, fine, if she wants to be, she is a senator from Rhode Island, so, she's a state senator. So all I'm saying is that, yo, ma'am, you are a leader. That's what you do. So it's like, come on now. You cannot have it both fucking ways. You're twerking on a goddamn beach, and it's like, man, come the fuck on. It's like, and then the shit that pisses me off about the whole thing is that you talking about black queer women and y'all got, what the fuck does that, what does that have to do with that? I didn't know she was queer. I didn't know that she was queer until she said that. Cause it's like, man, it makes no goddamn difference. None whatsoever freaking ever.
Senator Mack.
Ugh. It's like, I gotta keep hearing that stupid shit. Anyway, it's like, man, come on. Vote
Senator Mack.
So it's like, man, come on. Come on. If you do some shit and then when you don't like the backlash on it, it's like you do shit for social media, you do shit for clout, and I don't even want to say nothing about her friends, but anyway, you start doing shit for clout, you start doing shit for attention, and when you start getting the attention that you want, then you want to start hiding, oh, y'all need to treat black women there to treat, queer people. Man, fuck out of here. That's that bullshit, man. I'm sorry. That shit there, that whole gaslighting, oh my God. That shit right there it pissed me off because it's like, yo, okay, fine. If thank you, Lorenzo, Tiara Mack. But it's like, yo, thank you, Brunch Hunch Adventures. It's like you put that shit out there. Nobody, you the one that wanted to twerk and do all that dumb shit. If that's what you want to do, run it. That's on you, ma. Do you. That's fine. If that's what you want to do, some people gonna like it, some people gonna not. It is what it is, okay? Fine. If that's what you want to do, cool. And it's not even, as I was, getting more information about this particular topic, they were talking about, and why the hell is this not showing up? You know what I'm saying? They were talking about as far as respectability politics and how, black people have always had to be, be 3 times as good and so forth and so on. The conversation that they were having online was that, like Obama had to damn near be perfect to be president, whereas, we've had some other shit. Think about Obama's presidency was the only one there. There weren't no real huge scandals. Of course, you had dust-ups here and there, but compared to the bullshit that we've seen with other administrations, Obama was damn near pristine, right? However, this is not about, respectability politics as the narrative is. What it is the narrative, just like, Brunch said, it's like, yo, you ain't got to be fucking perfect, but you also can't be ghetto as fucking still call yourself a leader. I'm sorry. I just can't rock with that stupid shit right there, man. It's like, and then, like I said, if you do it, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. We can debate that all day. I don't think she should. I think it's cool. Whatever your opinion is, fine. But when you start doing that dumb shit of, oh, you need to treat queer people different, man, fuck out of here. That right there is where I just cannot rock with that. I'm sorry, can't do that. Cannot do that at all. Anyway. Whew, sorry, rant over. I'm good now. My bad. Y'all, we've had a whole bunch of episodes with this. As y'all can see, I added a few new wrinkles to the setup because every week, I told y'all this last week, every week I am working on this show. It's a new show, so there are going to be some things in the background. It's a whole, as I pop the mic, my bad, Mike Jackson. It's like, shout out to Dorian. It's one of those things where, as we're doing this show, y'all, we're going to have some bumps and bruises, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me as we get this thing better and better and better. Now, a little bit some stuff behind the scenes. As always, y'all, next week episode of the CM Show, next week Tuesday, we're going to be talking about when is it over? This past Tuesday, the show was the green flags, meaning when things got started. Now we're going to talk about when do you know that things are over? When do you know that the relationship has come to an end? When do you realize that, you know what? This just ain't it. This ain't the business. So it is time for me to move on. So we're going to be talking about that on the next episode of the CM Show. So make sure that you tune in on next Tuesday. Y'all, I appreciate you again. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. This was an interesting episode, but hey, shit happens. Next week is going to be even better. We're going to work through these quirks until we get this thing rocking. As always, y'all, though, have a great week. Y'all stay determined. See y'all next time.